Hi friends, this is Anna Hellman with Scrapping, Stamping, and Stuff, and I want to welcome you to day 4 of my handmade gift ideas. If you've been following along, you've seen on day 1, I shared some really cute little Hershey's Nugget gifts that you can make up in various packaging. Day 2, we did this really cute little coffee cup you can fill with all sorts of fun treats. Day 3, we made these fun little desk organizers that hold post-it notes and mini calendars. And for day 4, we're talking about these really nice framed samplers. Now, these measure 8 by 8 inches in size. I use shadow boxes for mine, and I order them from Michael's in packages of 3 for $15, which I think is a really good price. So I think these are really nice. They make nice decorations in your home, and they make really nice gift ideas. So today we're going to make one that is different from both of these, but it's going to have similar dimensions to this one with the 9 panels on it that all measure the same size. I do love this one. This is one I used as a gift for my team members a couple of years ago, but this one is a little bit trickier because of all the different measurements. So we're going to keep it simple today and do this one with all of the same size panels. So let me tell you what we need for the base of this, and you'll get a feel for what the one I'm making today is going to look like. So we need an 8 by 8 inch piece of cardstock. This is Misty Moonlight. Then we need 9 pieces that are 2 by 2 inches. And we also need 9 pieces to lay on top that measure 1 7/8 by 1 7/8. All of my ones on the top, all of these designer papers came from the In Good Taste paper pack. And I love all of the natural prints in this pack. I thought this would make a really nice sampler that would be neutral colors that would look nice in anyone's home. So I have all those panels cut. When you have your pieces cut, you need to attach them together. So you can attach the designer paper on top of the cardstock. For my cardstock, I used several different colors. I used a few whites. I used a few smoky slate. I used some silver foil. You may be able to see if I move this around a little bit. And then I also used a few that were early espresso. So I've already attached all these together. Once you get your 9 pieces ready, you want to lay them out on your 8 by 8 cardstock to get the spacing correct. And once you have them in the correct areas, you want to lift them off one at a time, put adhesive on the back, and replace them until you have all 9 of them attached to your 8 by 8 cardstock. All right, so I have all of these attached now, and we are going to proceed to put some really cute and pretty decorations on them. As we go through, I'll explain what stamp sets and what dies and punches I used on them. But before we start with that, I want to show you a handy trick. Here are a few of my little decorative pieces we are going to put on. And if you haven't seen this before, I thought it would be good to show you a good way to attach these little decorative die cuts and punches. One thing to use is our adhesive sheets that you can put on the backs of your pieces before you die cut or punch them out. I love our adhesive sheets, but when I am thinking about adhesive after the fact and I haven't done it beforehand, then this trick really works well. So you spread out a little bit of the multi-purpose glue on a silicone craft sheet, grab a sponge, just spread it around a little bit so you have a really thin layer of it, and then you want to put it on the back of your pieces and hopefully not let them shift around very much. So I'm going to leave this over here, and it will be ready for when I am ready to put those pieces on my sampler. Okay, so we're going to move from the top left, we're going to move right and down, and I'll explain what is going where. So this is one of those pieces I just put glue on the back of. This is a die cut from our well-written die set, and we're going to do a few more panels with that same die set. It's just a gorgeous set. And I did, the ones that I punched out or die cut, they also came from the same designer paper pack as the panels. Next, we are going to put this cute little daisy here. I created this using the Daisy Lane stamp set and the medium daisy punch. Next, let's put on a couple more of these pieces that I just put the glue on the back of. And these I created with the sprig punch. I think this is a really nice punch for decorative purposes. So I'll put 2 of those on. Next, here is a little tag. I stamped this from the Daisy Lane stamp set, the same one as this daisy right here. I die cut it out with the stitched nested labels dies, and then I'm going to put it on with some dimensionals right there. Next, here is a preview of something coming in our 2021 January through June mini catalog. It is the Dragonfly Garden stamp set and the coordinating punch. I just love this. I thought that would make a really nice centerpiece for our sampler, and I want to bend the wings up there some. Next, I have another tag. It says, "You make the world a better place." And I stamped this from the Beautiful World stamp set, and I die cut it out using the Hippo and Friends dies. So we'll put this over here. I like to keep some of these off center. If you keep them all in the center, it just looks a little too uniform for me. So I like to spread things out, put things off center a little bit. Now down here, we are going to use a large daisy that I created with that Daisy Lane stamp set. And this is the daisy punch, the larger daisy punch. Next, the last 2, we're going to use some die cuts from that well-written die set. So this one says friend. There are so many of these scripty words in that well-written set. If you haven't taken a look at it, I really encourage you to, because they're really neat ones. And then one more from the well-written set, this really neat foliage type one, and I'm debating whether I want to leave this whole thing intact or cut some of it off. And I think, just for something a little bit different, I am going to put this whole piece on, and then I'll flip it over and trim the extra off. I think that will look nice hanging down there at the bottom, a little bit different from the rest. So at this point, our sampler is done. If we want to, we can go in and put some embellishments on, some rhinestones, some ribbons, just cute little fun trinkets. But let's go ahead and I'll show you the finished product in the frame. So I have one of these shadow boxes. This one is a kind of a weathered gray finish. And I want to show you what it looks like once we flip it over. So here is our finished sampler. I just love this. I think that is so pretty, the neutral colors and the blues. And like I said, I think this would look really nice in almost anyone's home. So I hope you enjoyed this today, along with the 2 other samplers I shared a little bit ago. This could be a really nice gift idea for you to make for coworkers, friends, family, just about anybody on your list. So thanks for joining in for day 4 of my handmade gift ideas. Please join back in for days 5 through 12. We have lots of fun new projects to come. You can get more ideas and inspiration on my blog at scrappingstampingandstuff.com. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I hope to see you again next time.